Let's talk about podcasts. Are they worth it to you to do one or to you to listen to them? What? What do you think about podcasts? I'm Kathy Burns, and if you like this kind of conversation, subscribe below. Let's get at it. So, I started a podcast. I think I'm on number 53, 54 or so. And what an enlightening path that's been for me. So, when you start doing a podcast where, for me, my style of real estate riches, I'm interviewing agents and I'm interviewing agents from all over. It started out just in the States. I expanded into Canada a little bit. And then because I am a global agent and I really like Portugal, I started focusing a little bit more on Portugal. So I've been interviewing agents over there as well. And I also interviewed a money exchanger and hopefully soon to be an attorney that helps people with their citizenships and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. She is amazing and she's Portuguese, but works out in New York City and can help you. Anyway, so the podcast, what have they done for me? Man, it's been great. I'm talking about what it did for me personally, but I want to talk about how it's just helped my business grow. It's helped my mindset grow. So many things. I have interviewed people like today was a preliminary video that we did a Zoom call together. And this is with an attorney who's out of New York City that I was just referencing, who's from Portugal. And she's attorney licensed in both Brazil, Portugal, and in New York City. So she is an expert in helping people that want to purchase over there, because if you purchase over there, you have to have this certain little card. It's a number that everybody has to have to even open up a bank account, to go grocery shopping, all kinds of stuff. I had no idea. That's what I love about how I get to learn. And when you interviewing people and you're learning their secrets and their tips, it helps my business level up. So my goal was to help you guys level up, and I'm leveling up like crazy. So I'm going to encourage you to consider doing videos where you're in conversations with people. Now, one idea of that I do is about interviewing different individuals. Like realtors have different missions. My mission is to build my business globally with agents who want to join EXP around the world. And my process of doing that is by interviewing agents who, with all different companies, where they share their secrets, they're collaborating and sharing how they grew, how they benefit, what they're doing now, so that you can benefit. And you're going to say, wow, that Kathy, she's something. She's really helping agents. I think I want to work with her. That's my vision. That's the main purpose of what I'm doing here. And yet I side benefited because of all the things that I've gotten to learn, the people I've gotten to meet, the exposure that I've gotten. So I'm going to encourage you to think about that. Now, podcasts are everywhere. It's a fact. But you know what? People are everywhere and everybody has different tastes and different needs, and in real estate, you're thinking, well, how many subjects can there be? Well, there are a lot of different subjects, but there's also a lot of different takes on how to do stuff. Realtors are not just doing the exact same thing, every realtor doing the same thing. They're not. There's a buyer's agent who's in my organization and also in my networking group that I go to on Wednesday mornings. And she was telling me today she's working with 4 buyers this week and she's covering half the state. I don't want to do that. Just saying. But she loves it. And so, how she balances that out? How does she balance the clients out? How does she balance it out if they're looking at the same home? How does she ethically do that? And there is a process for that, and how she handles it. She's been doing this over 30 years, and she's great as a buyer's agent. Her empathy is incredible. Her willingness to travel all over the place is incredible. She's teaching the clients what they need to know to be prepared for the purchase of this home. Most of them are out of state. So that's a talent in itself. She has a different style than me because that would not be my style. The poor buyers who get in my car, especially in the beginning, I said, listen, you got 15 minutes a house. I showed one couple in one day, 28 houses. I mapped it all out strategically. They had their group of copies of all the MLS sheets. I had mine. They only got the client version. I got the agent version. I had notes on theirs. I had notes on mine. I had worked on this probably through the night to lay out the schedule of the process of how we were going to go, because some would cancel out, whatever. And I had a strategy. And I said, listen, this is when houses were selling a lot faster. I said, listen, Here's how we're going to do this. You are going to see a house that you can't stand right away. We're going to be in the driveway. I'm going to go in. I'm going to take a peek. I'm going to write a notice to the agent that we came in. They saw it immediately. They didn't like it. Thank you so much for your client's willingness to let us see it. I apologize that we didn't go through the house. They just didn't like it from the get-go. I did learn another lesson, which I'll teach you in a minute. And then when they would find one, I say, okay, this goes to the top of the list for tomorrow because we're coming back tomorrow and we're going through all the ones that you really liked. And we went through those 28 homes and pretty lickety split. Like she'd say, I don't like this kitchen. I said, would you be willing to renovate it? No. Okay, we're out. Boom. And we were gone. And sometimes I was even ahead of the schedule. And I got us around and they were in my car because I wanted total control. But this is my style. See what I'm saying? So anyway, I did learn later that they were assigned, if they had a list of houses to look at that they had picked, that they were going to go on Google Earth and check out the neighborhood and the area and the slant of the driveway, which is a big deal here in the South. Things like that, power lines, another big deal. I said, I want you to look at Google Earth and check out this house and check out the neighborhood, and you put a check on it. You tell me the ones you want to go see, then I'll strategize it, and you'll have a little longer time to go check it out. But you want to know what? The way that worked out beautifully, and they were in love with the houses on the next day. They were able to narrow that down. We wrote a contract and we were done. That was my style. Very few people have my style. That's my point. When you start interviewing, it's great. Now, a couple weeks ago, I talked about KGCI radio, which is a 24/7 radio of podcasts that agents like me, I'm on there myself, are doing, where agents are teaching so much gold. If you're not on that, I'll have that link below because, man, it's good. It's so good. And so that's why I'm saying do that podcast. Now, those are primarily EXP agents because it's an EXP radio station, although you wouldn't know it. I don't think there's no promotion of EXP on there. This is pure gold being given out. And it's another platform for our guests to be exposed because most of my interviews are not EXP agents. So that's my point. I think it's critical in today's market that you are being seen because we are a social media platform. We are a global world and you need AI, you need visible, you need consistency, and you need quality of what you're given. And part of that quality is interviewing different people that can help you. Now, if your goal is buying and selling just in your area, your podcast can be about the area. Think of it. I'm in the Lake Norman area. There's so much going on around here. I created a Facebook group called 365 Things to Do Around Lake Norman. I did that when I first moved here. I think there's like 15,000 people in it. That's not a fortune, but it feels like a lot to me. Anyway, and I keep that up. I've never marketed on there any aspect that I'm even a realtor. Oh, I think my bio says I'm a realtor. That's it. I don't do open houses. I don't, and I also am in control of every one of the posts. Nobody posts on there but me. Little control freak. Well, anyway, that's why I'm saying you have got to consider the podcast. If you're going to do the videos, great. Then do this on a YouTube channel. And I think you could turn it into a podcast because if you were out there interviewing different business owners or doing a Zoom with different business owners, what they've got, ideally you want to go to their place because that's even better. And you know how you do that? You time block it. Every Wednesday for me is videos. This is what I do on Wednesdays. The first of my day, I go to my BNI networking. That ends at 9:30. I come home, play with my dogs for a minute, then boom, I'm right on here cutting videos just like this one in the morning. And then in the afternoon, I'm interviewing other agents for my podcast channel. And I have people that help me with that. So that leverages my time, but you don't have to. You don't have to be as extreme as me. You can do it at a slower pace. I will tell you that if you're going to do the videos or the podcast, you got to do at least one a week and do it on YouTube, but then split it up. Split that video up. Opus Clip is amazing for doing shorts that you can do on your other platforms. And they can be raw. They don't have to be edited. People want real. So you can do this. So what are you thinking? Want to do a podcast? I also have a firm I work with. I'm happy to recommend them to you, Icons of Real Estate. They are excellent for getting me my guests, and then they edit it, and then they send me all the contents. They put it in YouTube, and then I market it. So if If you're interested in them, let me know. Put a comment below because hardly anybody makes comments. Feels like I'm a lone dog out here. Come on, say something, but be nice, okay? And I've got links below. I'll help you out as much as I can. And I hope you like today's, and I hope you go do videos, especially a podcast, because I think you're going to grow just like I've grown. So if you like this, subscribe, as I said, share it with your buddies. And if you're an agent who'd really like to level up your business, you think maybe we could help each other, schedule a business strategy call with me. Let's talk business. Okay? Talk to you later.